we've ripped. Damn it.
Well, you're gonna hate it. But this, it was from the solo records. And then my friend said the best one was Ace Frehley's.
Wait a minute now. That's funky. I think when the boys come in, I'm gonna hate it, but that's funky right now. That's groovy. I've never heard this song. I hate Kiss, but this is groovy so far. We're gonna keep Kiss out of my mind, so that I just listen to the music and be, what would you call it? A fair and balanced judge of a track. It's supposed to be early because I'm digging it.
Yeah. Roy Ryan said that on the 4 Kiss solo records, this was
I have to say, y'all have never heard me. We've done many Kiss albums. There's not really one song I like, but I like this song. I'm pleasantly surprised. Jackass. I'm still gonna say Jackass. Do I have time for one more? No?
Yes.
No, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's Kiss. Whom I normally hate. But I'm digging it.
Ace Frehley. It was Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. That was their band. They hired Ace Frehley.
Who was the drummer?
Peter Criss.
Who was the drummer? Peter Criss? I'm back.
Well, I think
What?
yes, and the Rolling Stone record guy, like Ace Frehley.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear the second album, but on this one, I guess.
No.
8. Yeah. We're gonna keep rolling, guys.
You know what? I know what.
No, that was 8.
No. Well, for 11. I'm gonna let it rip. Song of Bangs, but yeah.
Oh, I don't much care for.
What? What are you crying about?
I don't. I told you. They remind me of the German group who was also
Scorpions.
Yes. It was like overproduced from there. You brought it over here. You can't have 2. Come on, you can't have 2. You didn't have. We even whittled down from the London invasion from across the pond to what we like, which is like the Who, we like Led Zeppelin, we like Sabbath, we like the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? We whittled it down. So you can't have 2 Scorpion type sounds or voices.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like
Go off the what end?
Go off the what? Deep. I don't know which.
Purple.
Deep Purple. I asked for 8. I don't know. So, menthol cigarettes, beer, Deep Purple, when I didn't like them, but that's real. And that's real. go.
Who are you talking to?
I burped.
Who?
Nobody, man. Why would I be talking to anybody?
I was like the 81, Deep Purple.
For what it's worth, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
They transition.
well, how did you feel like they transitioned?
Well, this record was good because they played 2 or 3 songs. So yeah.
But it wasn't consistent after the transition, what I'm saying.
No. Not even.
But here's the deal. I'm like spoiled because my favorite bands are like Creed's Clearwater Revival. Like Robert Plant, like these guys who are icons who went on to make other stuff. So when I hear other bands who, before they even go solo, trying to transition from one decade to another, and they do good the first album, but they don't do the second one, that's when I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only a few icons who could have done that. I mean, let me tell you something. You don't get no more badder ass than some southern dude listening to a ZZ Top in 1978. You know what I'm saying? But then when they said she's got legs, she's doing all this, I call you a pussy.
Well, don't start. Well,
I'm just saying. Not every band transitioned good. I mean, you had one of the most iconic bands in the world talking about the drug scene, the counterculture, to Haight and Ashbury, and then they said, we built the city on rock and roll. Give me an effing break.
Oh, please.
So not every band transitioned well.
No. There's something that's a band and they form Asia. This song.
This is in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
I know what song it is.
There's a guy. Yes.
No, this is from Emerson. This is the Emerson Lake and Palmer. There was 2 members from the 3-member Emerson Lake and Palmer that are on here, and it's Lake and Palmer actually. So here's why I don't negate the musicianship at all. But as far as the times, you got to tell them this is what the masses wanted. Let me tell you something. Remember that sheriff girl I dated? Remember that blonde I dated? She was a 80. This is her type of shit right here. But play this, and she's great.
Well, that's why the 80s was such a musical disaster.
Right. Yes. You went from one end of the spectrum of horrible to the other end of the spectrum of horrible.
Right.
Yes. You never got out of frying pan. You were always in the heat. Speaking of the heat of the moment, it was some tortured shit. Yeah. Tainted love, the tears for fears. Yeah. Flock of seagulls, a pack of rats.
Duran.
Exactly.
Redundant.
No, wait a minute. They were pretty good though on some of their stuff.
Well, Duran, the record called Redundant.
Right.
No.
I introduced Carmen to it, and by the way, ironically, a year after I introduced Carmen to Duran Duran, Weezer came out with a Duran Duran like tribute album, and it sounded like they even did some of Asia on there. It was a tribute, and they were good. Every song they did was an homage to the T, vocal, musically to them. It didn't change nothing, and it was like, and it hit #1. And Carmen was wanting to hear that on the way up to the beach the other week, or the other year. Like, I like that. Like, so she was introduced to something like Asia or whatever, and she liked it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I would have spoon-fed her, this is what me and Steve listen to over there, like Uriah Heep or something. I don't like that lady, but when she thinks it's #1 by another cover group, she thinks it's great. But she was still exposed. Now then she can go back to the Uriah Heep album that we did, or the Deep Purple album we've done, or whomever.
It's all about the music.
Our repertoire is deep here when it comes to classic.
It's mostly old records.
But we've done bubblegum pop, we've done all kinds of stuff. We did the other day, we did Oasis. I know they're rather older. We did Spin Doctors in the early 90s, not too long ago. So we got to do Kings of Leon, Hot Fuss from the Killers.
I don't have those records.
We got to get the Black Keys.
What? Kitchen Jam records over there.
Cigarette Daydream, yeah. So, a couple of Beck songs, a couple of Weezer albums. I mean, a couple of Beck albums, a couple of Weezer albums, a couple of Beastie Boys albums, Paul's Boutique 1 and 2, stuff like that.
Well, let's
you know what I'm
not
saying?
compare them.
No, I'm not, but I'm just saying it's good.
Well, let's go down to Big Hat Larry's.
We'll get a couple of,
Well, I've done that, last week.
I seen
Yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots, a couple of those albums.
I have asked.
Velvet Revolver, we need to get, Rage Against the Machine, second album, yes.
The Vending Machine.
No, I'm just telling you, dude. Sublime, part 3, yes. Yes, I'm telling you, man. One is called April 21st, 1993. The riots. So, and they were there. He's talking about, I replaced my instruments from Robin. It's great, dude. It's great. It's great. And it's a California vibe with rock, but with a little bit of whatever. But you'll like it, Steve. I promise you'll like it. And if you don't, it'll be like me sitting on 2 or 3 albums of Kiss and saying, you know what, I can't negate your musicianship, but it's not my cup of tea. So if you don't like it, I doubt you're going to say they're a horrible musician, but you'll say, Eddie, I don't fucking like it.
Well, after the show, I will. I've always been open.
I would never say I hate it. I would tell them I dislike it. And 9 times out of fucking 10, I end up looking at them saying, you know what, I'm digging this. Just like I said, I don't want to hear, absolutely do not play track 5. Do not play. Out of this, I want to hear second album. He plays the first one, which was his favorite the other day.
Wow.
And then when I said, don't play track 5, he plays track 5, which is Kiss. I hated it. And then 3 minutes into it, I said, you know what, Steve, I'm digging this, man. So, I'm open too, man. I'm fair and balanced. This is, give me a hint. Give me a hint, Steve. No, we ain't done this in a while. Give me a hint. Give me a hint. I think I know my motto. Help me out, brother. Here we go, guys.
So one guy left the band.
He's still Asian.
No.
Status quo.
No.
Give me a hint.
Well, it's like I say, oh boy.
What?
Well, because that one guy, he went to Asia, Carl Palmer. No, this is Emerson Lake and whatchamacallit.
You're supposed to give me a hint. Who is this?
Emerson Lake
Like his tail. He's it.
How?
It's not Emerson Lake and Palmer.
Yes,
No.
it is.
It is. It is.
Well,
Emerson Lake and Powell.
Right. Because,
Oh, they chose a guy with.
well, like
Instead of Palmer, Powell. All he did was fart.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened.
By the way, the next band, I would place in the same genre as Rush. I'm just saying. And here's the deal with them. Get mad at me, Getty fans, I don't give a fuck. Get mad at me if you want. Eddie Ross, #1, gmail.com. Send them to me. Keep what, Steve?
Those cars and letters coming.
There you go, Bob. Get mad at me if you want. But I would say, take the vocals out of Rush and Sticks, and they rocked out. It's almost Freddie Mercury concerto rocking out shit. But when you put the voice in, I'm done. I'm just done. I'm done. Not done. But that's the way I play Sticks. And
Yeah, I've had it.
yeah, he's had it.
Oh, no.
So what are you saying, Steve?
The hell is this? But,
Oh, yeah. But what are you telling them? What's the word of the week, bub?
good night.
Yeah, there you go. Good night.
So,
And God bless.
good